Dewars Farm Quarry in Oxfordshire is a hive of activity, with trucks, diggers and tippers excavating the limestone from the ground. But it's also the site of a remarkable discovery.
And I was basically clearing the clay and I was hitting a hump. And I thought it's just an abnormality in the ground, but then it got to another about 3 metres long, it was hump again. And then about another 3 metres, hump again.
Gary Johnson is a worker at the quarry, and the bumps and dips he uncovered were in fact huge dinosaur footprints.
It was so surreal, it really was a bit of a tingling moment really.
This summer, scientists, students and volunteers came to excavate the quarry, and they unearthed the largest dinosaur trackways ever found in the UK. This site really is extraordinary. It takes a moment to notice the footprints, but when you do, you suddenly realise there are hundreds of them running off in various different directions. Now, I'm standing next to a trackway made by a sauropod, a huge long-necked dinosaur. Its footprints are about 1 metre long, and you can see them evenly paced running across the floor of the quarry.
We're trying to extract the earth with a series of trowels in order to reach the bottom of the track.
Professor Kirsty Edgar is a micropaleontologist from the University of Birmingham.
Well, this is one of the most impressive track sites I've ever seen. I've been to all of the track sites in the UK now. And in terms of scale, in terms of the different types of tracks that we see, the size of the tracks, you step back in time and you can sort of get an idea of what it might have been like. These massive creatures just roaming around about their own business.
The trackways that crisscross the quarry were made by 2 different types of dinosaurs: large 4-legged sauropods and a smaller carnivorous dinosaur called Megalosaurus that walked on 2 legs.
Compared to the sauropod prints, which are those large sort of subcircular prints, this is smaller.
Dr. Emma Nichols is a vertebrate paleontologist from the Oxford University Museum of Natural History.
It's almost like a caricature of a dinosaur footprint. So it's what we call a tridactyl print. It's got these 3 toes that are very, very clear in the print.
And it's not just one print here, they kind of go off into the distance.
Yeah, we've not uncovered the start or the end of this trackway. So in both directions it goes under material in the quarry.
These footprints were made 166 million years ago as the animals ambled across the mud in what was once a shallow tropical lagoon.
Something must have happened to preserve these in the fossil record.
Professor Richard Butler is a paleobiologist from the University of Birmingham.
It might be that there was a storm event, something like that, that came in, deposited a load of sediments on top of the footprints and meant that they were preserved rather than just being washed away.
He says a footprint can reveal a lot.
You can learn things about how that animal moved, you can learn how fast it was moving, you can learn exactly what the environment that it was living in was like. So tracks give us a whole different set of information that you can't get from the bone fossil record.
The future of the footprints isn't yet known, but the scientists are working with the quarry's operators and Natural England on options for preserving the site. They believe there could be more footprints, these echoes of our prehistoric past, just waiting to be discovered.